This is me trying to get smarter about commercial property, and if you're curious, you're welcome to follow along too. I want the knowledge to buy a commercial property one day, and if I could, I would love to get an actual degree as well. But at the moment, it doesn't make sense to pay that kind of fees. They are quite expensive. But instead of giving up, I'm going to do the next best thing, getting AI to teach me the same topics. And I'll document everything so you can learn along with me as well. So here's what we're going to learn. Week 1, management and marketing. Week 2, sustainable construction. Week 3, planning and development. Week 4, law and governance. Week 5, property market dynamics. Week 6, investment and finance. Week 7, valuation. Week 8, property technology. Week 9, professional practice. Week 10. This is me trying to get smarter about commercial property, and if you're curious, you're welcome to follow along too. Week 1, Marketing and Management. This course teaches you how to run commercial building so it makes steady money, keeps tenant happy, and avoids problems. Think of a building like a money machine, but it only works if people actually want to rent it. The contract or lease is solid, the costs are controlled, and the place is safe and compliant. There are several modules that we're going to look at. Module A, the demand. Why people would rent your building. Tenants don't rent space, they rent a solution to their daily problems. Office tenants, for example, people working at desks want easy to get there, parking, bus, train, a place that staff don't hate, clean, safe, nice vibe, not expensive to set up, fed up costs. Comfortable temperature and lighting, air conditioning works. Looks professional, good for business image. Now, industrial tenants, warehouse, trades, and logistics, they want easy truck access, space to load or unload, big doors and high ceilings, power, secure site, especially after hours, legal to operate there, the zoning rules for industries. Now, retail tenants or shops want people walking past who actually buy things. Easy to see from the road, signage, visibility, nearby shops that help them, good neighbors, rent rolls that don't destroy them, and sales are slow. How to check if demand is real? Easy checks. What's empty nearby? If lots is empty, why? What are similar places renting for? What do tenants actually pay? Are businesses growing or shutting down here? Is the area getting better or worse? New build, transport, safety. 5-minute exercise that you can do. Pick any suburb and answer what businesses are already there, who wants to be there but can't afford the fancy area. These are your future opportunities. What are the main benefit of the area? Cheap parking, near customers, near highways. Module B, leases. This is the contract that decides money and your stress. So let's have a look. A lease is the rule book. It decides who pays, who fixes, and what happens when things go wrong. There are 6 must-know lease questions that you have to ask yourself. How long will the tenant stay? 1 year, 3 years, or 10 years? Does the rent go up over time or stay flat? Who pays the building running costs? Insurance, cleaning. Who pays if something breaks or needs upgrading? If they leave, how easy is it to find a replacement? If they stop paying, what happens? What protection do you have? Now, here are some of the least red flags, warning signs. Tenant can leave soon and there's no backup plan. That's no good. Owner gives a big discount, rent-free, but pretends income is still full 12 months, for example. Tenant bills or outgoings are unclear. It can lead to arguments later. End of lease rules are vague. There might be big fights when tenant moves out at the end of the lease. Tenant looks financially weak and there's no guarantee of security. You would want a tenant who's financially strong and can pay your lease on time, obviously. Rent increases are too small, you fall behind on inflation. Effective rent, what you really earn. This is super important. If you say rent is $1,000 a week, but you give 3 months rent free plus money for fit out, then you're not really earning $1,000 per week. A beginning way to think: Spread the freebies across the whole lease and see the real average rent. This stops you getting tricked by big headline numbers. All right, Module C, marketing. How you fill the empty space. The marketing is not fancy photos. Marketing is the right tenant plus the right message plus the right offer. So there are a simple 7-step plan. The goal is to fill the space by this date at roughly this rent. Pick the right tenant type. Don't market to everyone. Explain why your building is good for them. Make an offer they can say yes to. Advertise where those tenants actually look. Know your spending limit. Ads, agent fees, small upgrades. Track it weekly so you don't waste months. What you track weekly, a simple scorecard. How many inquiries? How many viewings? How many offers? How many negotiations? How many signed deals? How long is it taking? Okay, Module D. Management. How do we keep tenants and avoid drama later on? Property management isn't just fixing broken things. It's having a system so problems don't keep repeating. A good building runs on routines, regular maintenance schedule so things don't break, fast response system when something goes wrong, good contractors, insured, safe and reliable, clear communication with tenants, clean and safe building standards, records kept properly, plan versus always reacting last minute, always reacting causes higher costs. Urgent repairs are expensive. Angry tenants, they might leave. More vacancies, which cost you later down the track. Bad reputation. Planning ahead creates stable costs, fewer breakdowns, happier tenants, easier leasing. Tenant retention. Keeping tenant is cheaper than trying to find a replacement tenant. A simple retention routine. Check in every 3 months. What's working? What's not? Fix repeat issues quickly. Be clear about tenant bills, outgoings. Small upgrades to remove daily pain, lighting, security, signage. Okay, Module E, budgeting. Understanding what costs without finance knowledge. Budgeting is just what money comes in, what money goes out, and what surprises are coming. 2 types of costs. Operating expenses, which is running costs every year, what you pay every month, regularly, rates, insurance, cleaning, small repairs, management fees. Capital expenditures, big upgrades every few years, maybe the roof needs replacement or the air conditioning, roof replacement, air conditioning replacement, there you go. Major renovations. Another important split is recoverable costs, which is what the tenants pay, and non-recoverable costs the owner pays. If you mix these up, the owner thinks the building makes more money than it does. Tenants feel overcharged. People get angry. What owners really want in reports, not just numbers, they want what changed, why it changed, what you did about it, what happens next. An example, cleaning costs went up because the building is busier. We renegotiated the contract so we keep it clean without blowing the budget. Next module, outgoings. Tenant bills, this is where fights usually happen. Outgoings are like a flatmate situation. People get upset when bills feel unfair or surprising. Why tenants get angry? Surprise increases. Unclear categories. Feels unfair. Poor explanation. Now, best practice is show the budget clearly. Explain how it's split by area or by usage. Communicate before big changes are taken place. Keep proof, quotes, contracts, receipts. The goal is to be fair, consistent, and easy to understand. Module G, health and safety, keeping people safe. You don't need to be a safety expert, but you need a basic system so nobody gets hurt. Basic checklists, contractors are qualified and insured. Contractors know site rules. Extra rules for risky jobs, hot works, roof work. Report incidents. Keep a hazard list, slippery stairs, dark car parks, plant rooms. Emergency plan is clear. Shared workspaces reality. Landlord, tenant, and contractors overlap. So you need clear site rules, clear communication, documented controls. Module 8 is compliance. Prove the building is being run properly. Compliance is just, can you prove the building is being checked and maintained properly? That means inspection is done on schedule, records is kept, maintenance proof saved, regularly signed, certificates displayed if needed. Best still, a simple compliance calendar. Now, a recap of one-page summary. If you remember nothing else, remember this. Can people actually want to rent here? It's the demand. Does the contract protect your money? Please. Do you know how to fill vacancies? Marketing. Do you run the building with routines? Management. Do you understand costs in plain English? Budgeting. Are tenant bills are fair and clear? Outgoings. Is everyone safe? Health and safety. Can you prove you're doing things properly? Compliance. And that's it for this week. Tune in for next week's video.